Hey y'all, yeah, my cold got worse. So as the day goes by, it's been getting worse. But the management, even though there's been three of us complaining about what's going on with the ding dong that lives upstairs, um, hold on. Yeah, they don't want to kick him out. They're like, oh, it's just you complaining. It's like, no, because my husband's complained. My husband's called the police a couple of times. Because there's been like the guy upstairs, Josh, he's been beating the shit out of people, or someone's been beating the shit out of him. I think it's him beating the shit out of whoever's coming over there to visit him. Because Josh has people come over at like 4 in the morning and stuff. It's like, why are people coming to visit you at 4 in the morning? And then he's like had overnight parties where it's like he invites his friends over at like 11 p.m. and it goes all the way to like 7:30 in the morning. But I've talked to like the neighbor who lives above him because me and her are kind of cool, and she said, yeah, she's heard stuff going on up there too. Um, so there's been three of us who've been complaining, but the management here is like, oh, it's just you. But it's like, no. So yeah, as long as you pay your rent on time here, you can do whatever you want. I hate to say that, but that's the truth, man. I mean, you can do whatever you want as long as you pay your rent, and they're not going to kick you out. I mean, when Cody and Beryl are living here, they moved in like a month before I did. They moved in sometime early fall of 2016, like was it September or something, 2016, and they didn't get evicted until November, 2019. And if you guys remember one of my previous videos I uploaded around Valentine's Day of, I want to say 2018. Yeah, Valentine's Day 2018, Beryl actually had the audacity to come over, and I don't know if it's her walker or her cane, because it's like, she's a drug addict, she broke her leg, because she's like trying to beat up her husband, he beat her up back and broke her leg. But, she had like her walking utensil with her, and she was trying to break down my door when I used to live down the hall from her, and, the management didn't want to evict them because they pay their rent on time, because Cody was paying the rent on the 1st every month. So, they said they didn't want to kick him out. And it took, like, over 3 years to get them evicted out of the building. And she's a hardcore drug user, because it's like I helped clean out her apartment after they kicked them out. And you could find, like, black tar still stuck to some of the spoons. Because you could tell she was, like, heating stuff up in a spoon. And I'm pretty sure that was black tar. Because it looked like tar. So, I mean, basically you pay your rent on time here in this apartment complex. You can do whatever you want, and that's really messed up for the rest of us. Those of us who are good tenants and we're actually quiet, we go to bed like 10:30, but we're quiet at 10 o'clock. It's like, and I even remind my husband, I'm like, hey hon, it's after 10, please don't drag your chair across the floor. Even though I know the guy down below us, the guy that lives down below us, yeah, he's a night owl, but he's quiet too. I mean, you don't hear him, except like sometimes you hear him like noonish when he wakes up. You can hear him like singing to himself. But I mean, who cares? It's daytime. I don't give a shit what people do in the daytime. Like, they want to play the music loud in the daytime. They want to have friends over. You want to drink. I don't give a shit what you do upstairs or outside my windows, as long as you're not looking in my window or smoking by my window. You know what I mean? It's like if you want to party in your apartment. As long as you turn the music off and everybody leaves at 10 o'clock, that's fine. I don't give a shit. But when it's nighttime after 10 o'clock, between 10 p.m. and 7 a.m., I need silence. I have a kid. I got a husband. My husband works. I'm a homemaker. I'm on disability. Everybody knows that. And there's other kids that live in the building. There's moms with their daughters and stuff. And it's like, you got to be quiet. You can't party all night. Especially in a building like this, where it's like sound travels well. It's like these ceilings are high. So, I mean, if you're like making noise upstairs and you got your music blasting, it vibrates through the floor, and which becomes our ceiling. And the way it's set up, it's like our ceiling kind of acts like a speaker. So, I mean, if you're up there and you're blasting your music, it vibrates through and we can hear your music. And it's like, if you watch some of my other videos, you can hear like the music coming through the ceiling and stuff, because the way this old building's set up, it's basically the ceiling turns into a speaker. So, but I'm gonna upload one of the pictures here. I took a picture of the shit that the management sent me today, stuck it on my door. So, but I gotta go. I'm about ready to cough, and my nose is running again because I'm sick. I don't know if I have COVID-19, but hey, if I do, that's fine. You know, they don't want to take care of the problem around here. I'm not gonna wear my mask out in the hallway. Screw them.